Here is a whole bunch of improvements on this IKEA lamp. These guys are about 15 euros. When you're working on a guitar neck, light is super important, so you can do a great job. So here's a whole bunch of improvements. First thing is added this magnet right here, so that when the light closes, it just springs nicely and doesn't pop back up. Next thing is built this really nice base, which by the way, is you can easily move. There's just 4 screws pinning it down. And there's a 12mm bar, so it's much more solid and it turns much easier. So it's way nicer to use. Often they bend here because the lamp isn't that strong there. So and this Jubilee connector as well really locks it in there, and that works really nice. Then the next thing is added a nice visual control for the off and the on. And of course the switch is nice and solid here, so you're not fiddling around trying to get at it. Next thing is added this aluminium piece here at the back. These were just nuts. And then a nice M4 locking hand wheel or hand arm, whatever you want to call it, so that you can just adjust it really, really nicely to the nice tension, because often these guys get loose and then it starts springing back up all the time. Next thing is sometimes you grab it here and the whole, this guy, the shade pops off. So added a nice screw here so that it never pops off again. Nice bulb inside, just in case we ever need to change the bulb. Of course, it's standardized. There's the bulb right there, and there's a combine card in there. And we use those bulbs extensively across the workshop. And yeah, that's just a couple of the improvements on it. Of course, have a nice cable tie down here so that the cable's not hanging around, and have it nicely pinned in so it's not catching off of stuff the whole ways down along. And there it is. It gives us great use for this lamp. I use it every day when I'm working on a guitar neck, and it's awesome. By the way, while we're at it, one other thing that was really annoying me was this is a sander. Brilliant place. So we have a nice location for this, so that while you're working, there's very little wasted motion there. It's right where you need it. But one of the problems was when you use this for other stuff, sometimes you would lean up against it here and you would press this, and then the sander would switch on and it would fall out, hit your leg, fall on the ground. So I added this nice stopper here, waste piece of wood. It actually only took a couple of minutes to do it, in a nice bracket on the back, so it's strong. So now when you lean up against it, you tend to not push off of this guy and do that really annoying thing. So there's just some improvements on our neck area. Thanks so much for watching, and speak to you soon.